President Trump had nothing but glorious things to say today in Kansas City, Missouri at the Veterans of Foreign Wars National Convention.
The country is doing better than it's ever done before economically. This is the time to take off the ripoff of tariff. We have to do it. You know, other countries have tariffs on us. So when I say, well, I'm going to put tariffs on them, they all start screaming, he's using tariffs. But it's all working out. And just remember, what you're seeing and what you're reading is not what's happening. And I'll tell you, I have so many people that are so in favor, because we have to make our country truly great again. Remember, make America great again. And then in 2.5 years, it's called Keep America Great. So the way we keep America great is to make at least reasonable. I'm not saying at least reasonable, at least fair trade deals, not stupid trade deals.
He also said that farmers would be the biggest beneficiaries of the trade wars that have commenced.
Why do you think he mentioned farmers? Like, why do you think, why would he do that?
Well, because of these tariffs that have been applied to different countries, because of the Trump administration, different countries have enacted the retaliatory tariffs on us, pork, soybeans. So it has affected farmers. Mm-hmm. So in other news, reports indicate that the Trump administration will provide about $12 billion in financial aid to farmers affected by the retaliatory tariffs. That's just in other news. That's not really connected.
Not at all.
Those two things are separate.
It really doesn't, point to why he mentioned farmers in that little snippet there. I don't think it does. No.
The economy is doing great. Everything that's happening is great. Don't believe the media. But you know what? What we're gonna do is we're gonna bail out these farmers that are negatively impacted by retaliatory tariffs.
Hey, not only don't believe the media, don't believe what my administration is doing to bail out farmers.
Yeah.
Let's call it what it really is. Welfare.
Oh, yeah, it's welfare.
It's welfare.
Because they're struggling.
But
But you saw in the clip, he pointed to the media. Like, he was pointing to the media. All these guys, you don't believe them, right? But it's not the media. It's not just the media that has been against these tariffs that have been implemented by Donald Trump. It's also been lawmakers.
And
it's also been Republican lawmakers that have taken a very negative stance against your own tariffs. Senators like Ron Johnson, who is a Republican, he said they want trade, not aid. He's talking about the farmers, okay? Senator Jerry Moran, who's a Republican from Kansas, said there is money available to tide them over. But my view is there'll never be enough money to solve the problem. What happens when other countries gain our markets? Can you do $12 billion regularly? How long does this take? And then Senators Chuck Grassley and Senator Bob Corker said very similar things. They have all pretty much, the House Speaker of the House, Paul Ryan, he has talked about these tariffs, saying that he doesn't think this is the right thing to do. A lot of Republicans have said the same thing. So why is he talking about how it's the media that's talking about it? Don't believe the media.
Because that's like what he wants he wants to direct people to, because he already knows that kind of the media is not trustworthy. Mm-hmm. So that's a go-to regardless of whether it's true or not. And this is one of the first times that like politicians were actually speaking up for what the actual like people wanted. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because farmers have been kind of saying the same thing, that they want their products to be available in the global market. That's how they sustain their business.
Like, farmers don't want this aid because, again, like Mike said, they want access to global markets so that it's their income is sustainable. Like, it's going to be ever growing. It's going to be coming at the regular, not bailout money, not welfare funds. Because can you continuously give the farmers welfare? Can you continuously do that? I guess Trump is thinking that, hey, this isn't going to last forever, so I'll give you some money right now, and this will tide you over until we actually win the trade war. The most, I guess, logical thing would be to back off of this trade, all these tariffs that it seems like everybody's opposed to. At least people that know what they're talking about, they feel like it's a bad idea. So you can let the farmers continue being in the global marketplace, continuing earning their income, continuing having some kind of success, and not provide them welfare. You know what else you could do with that $12 billion that you're just having laying around somewhere? You have access to $12 billion, but people are still going hungry in the United States of America. There's a homelessness crisis in the United States of America. People don't have health insurance in the United States of America. People are dying because they don't have access to health insurance. People are dying because they don't have access to prescription drug coverage, and you have $12 billion to hand out in welfare for farmers when all you could do is just pull back the tariffs and allow them to do what they do? Are you serious?